Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Hi, hi, hi. How's everybody doing? Welcome, welcome. Just get some people in. Hello. I see a couple new faces to me. Welcome. And some familiar faces. Hello, Norma. How are you? See Monica's here. Judy, welcome. Philippe, Harley. Welcome, everybody. This is Xperiencify office hours, just to get started. The heads up, we have a separate office hours for Go Plus. So, oh, and I see we have a dog joining us too. Oh no, it's a baby. I'm sorry. I saw like the head. Forgive me. I thought it was like the head of a puppy running in. Welcome, welcome. I see. When is the next Go Plus office hours? I believe it is Thursday, but if you pop into, I'll show you exactly where to find the schedule for everything. And if you're looking for Go Plus questions or questions about how Go Plus and Xperiencify work together, like syncing courses between them, syncing tags, things like that, that's generally all going to be handled from the Go Plus side because that's the bigger, Go Plus is the bigger world and Xperiencify is the course creation piece that fits in that world. So if you are looking for Go Plus answers, that is where you want to go just to get you in the right place and to find the schedule. If you hop into your help center, I'm going to put this on the screen so it's here for the recording. And we've got it here on the homepage. You can type in any question into the help center right here, or click on the open office hours and training workshop. And here is the schedule. So, I think it was Monica, I was asking for a next Go Plus is Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Cool. So with that, wonderful. I already see we got some questions getting popped in the chat. That's fantastic. And yeah, if you have questions, folks, if you want to go ahead and pop them in the chat, give me a quick heads up of what you want to talk about. I'm going to start off with a quick demo of just using delay timers, which is a question that has been coming up. Oh, how to change a timer for a course. Is that that might be exactly what I was going to look at, Norma, or I'm sorry, Philippe. Perfect. Okay. What else do we have to talk about today? Next, Go Plus office hours. When does the automation is triggered for a course considered? Oh, gotcha. Yep, yep, yep. Perfect. Okay. Let's go through all these. Um, and I need to find my template for uploading my content for Done For You. Okay. Uh, if you need help with that, the best person to reach out to is Marina, and you can reach her at Done For You. I've just put Marina's email in the chat for any specific Done For You course build questions if you can't find your template. It should be in the instruction course, Norma. I'll tell you where it is in case you're able to find it that way. But if you need help, yeah, just reach out to Marina. She'll get you
Thank you.
she'll
I
get you
I
sorted.
started it and now
Uh-huh.
I don't know where it is because
Where the template is
yeah,
to
and I
put
was
everything.
like,
Okay.
oh my God, where did it go? So,
Okay.
okay.
We will find it for you. I know there's lots of info, right? And lots of places to put the info, and I get it. Um, there was a video that walked. Yeah, I think Monica's talking about maybe the video guiding you through the done for you process. That might be what Monica's referring to in the chat. And yes, that is absolutely still there. Norma should still have that, but I think Norma's looking for like the template that she's started.
I'm
And
not sure if actually that's the same video. There were two. There was the Done For You video, which is still there. But then in
mhm,
EPM, I believe there was a course that walked people through, okay, setting up your website before it imports and gets in. And I'm not quite sure if there's some things that I need to add to my setup to my website to make the whole thing work. So I was hoping I
okay.
could find that whole email so that I wouldn't have to drive you guys crazy.
It, it finds the email.
Find that, sorry, find that video. Sorry, I apologize.
No worries.
I'm tired. It's been a long day. It's been a long
I
week.
hear you, Monica. I hear you. Um, I'm gonna suggest just drop Marina an email because she will be able to just point you to exactly what template or what video or
Okay.
what piece of the puzzle you need, and she can guide you in that. Okay, and Natasha sent questions yesterday. Is a place you can find the recordings? Yes, I will put yesterday's recording up with today's as soon as we're done here. But we can also let's go ahead and just zip through some questions right now and see if we can knock out everything you need. It looks like we've got a bunch, but they should be fairly quick. So we good on the done for you questions for the moment. Norma, Monica, y'all good with just reaching Marina to get sorted on that? She will be in the best place to do that. Recordings are in the same document, the document called open office hours. It says like open office hours and recordings. You'll find all the recordings in there. But if you want, we can go through your questions real quick, Philippe, and make sure that we got everything answered. So, I'm just going to start right here with when does the when does the automation is triggered for a course considered as complete? So you're asking, there's a trigger called course completed, and what does that mean, right? Yeah, fantastic question. It means all of the XP actions have been checked off. So every XP action in the course, the student has checked it as completed. It's possible that you might not want it to be that strict or that to be the requirement. So there's a couple things you can think about. If you have actions that you want to put in there that you don't want to be required, you can always make those XXPs, right? So there's that. But you can also whatever you're using that trigger for example, you might be using that trigger for a certificate of completion is one of the most common. If you want to share, if you want to pop off and share what,
Yeah. So in that case, I want to have this trigger at the end. So it's a call to action to book an appointment, a sales
perfect.
call after the
Great.
last video.
hmm
So then maybe there's something in the list.
Absolutely. Yeah. You just want to think about um, what makes sense. Maybe it's just completing the very last training. Maybe you don't even care how much they just, they did the last one and time to book a call. Maybe it's a certain number of points,
Mhm.
but that could happen potentially anywhere. So the last training or the last module is often a good one if you're not wanting to be strict about every single action. So maybe you just set up the last
Yeah,
training to have
perfect.
things
And
cool.
that's great.
And questions about the timer, change the timer for a course. Yeah. Do you want to go ahead and share what you're
So the timer.
experiencing with that or what's happening for you?
So is that
And I can stand that.
so I sent you the request.
Mhm.
That's the timer here.
Yep. hmm
Um, So I have no idea how to set up the timer. I've
Gotcha.
tried to figure it out, but I didn't find it.
Gotcha. Why don't I go ahead and demo that? Should I walk you through
Yeah.
all the pieces? I'll go ahead and share my screen.
Also, Debbie.
So, let's go ahead and hop into a course here. And some things to think about when you're setting up a timer and setting up an automation based on that timer. First of all, just keep in mind that the timer itself, like the countdown timer that we were looking at, doesn't actually do anything on its own. It doesn't make content disappear, just for everybody. The automation that you set up is where you will decide, like, you want people to be removed from the course, etc. So first, just let's look at the countdown timer piece. So if I want to set up a countdown timer, I'm going to go into a page in my course where I want that timer to appear. It's probably like on the home page. And this is a messy course because it's just a test thing. But what I'm going to do is just go to my countdowns block, and I'm going to grab an option that I like for my timer, whether I want a little bit of text in front of it or on top. And I'm going to edit the content of this block. And I'm going to open column 1 here. And I'm going to open the countdown timer section. And if I wanted to edit this text right here, I could do that here. But what I mainly need to do is click update right here to set up my countdown timer. So first thing is that this countdown is going to have a name, and that's going to be helpful in a minute when we go to look at the automation. So by default, it's countdown on home because it's on my home page, but I could name that something else that I would recognize if I want. And here is the important piece is I need to set my countdown timer to either be live or evergreen. Live is going to be based on a particular date that is going to be happening in the future at some time. And this means it'll count down the same for everybody. So if any student joins the course now, they will see the exact same thing. My other option is to make my countdown evergreen, which is going to be based on a particular student's journey. And this is going to be based on the moment that the student joins the course. So from that time, maybe I want to give them 3 days or 3 weeks or whatever time I'm anticipating is the time frame that they should complete it. So I'm going to set up my countdown timer. So that's the first step, is set it up either live to a date or evergreen based on a student's journey. And then once I have set up my countdown timer, again, it's not going to do anything automatically on its own, but I can create an automation based on that timer. So to do that, I'm going to go into my course and I'm going to go to step 5, which is where I set up my automations. And I'm going to create a new automation. And the trigger is going to be based on countdown time remaining, which might be 0. So maybe when the countdown gets to 0, I've set up here that when this countdown gets to 0, something's going to happen. So next I'm going to decide, what do I want to happen? And I'm going to go here to my automation. By the way, I'm going to name it something that I recognize. That's really important. And I'm going to add whatever action I want to have happen when the countdown gets to 0. So maybe that means I'm going to remove the student from the course. Maybe it means I'm going to send them an email and say, hey, you need to take action. Maybe I'm going to do more than one thing, like send them an email and remove them from a course. Maybe I'm going to unlock a new training. Whatever I decide, I'm going to set that right here. And when I'm ready, I'm going to make sure to turn everything on. And what I've set up now is that as soon as the countdown hits 0, the student is going to be removed from the course. Is that making sense? I could also do something like this. I'm going to go ahead and delete that action, because another question that's been coming up is the delay timer in an automation sequence. So we have a countdown timer, which is the thing on the page that counts down. And then inside an automation sequence, we have a delay timer. So maybe when the countdown hits 0, maybe I don't want to remove the student right away. Maybe I want to send them an email and say, hey, would you like to, join my next offer or do the next thing? So I'm going to click to set up an email. And just for time's sake, I'm going to use pre-written email just to demo this. So I could add an email, and then maybe I want to give the student 2 days to respond. And if they don't respond, I want to send them an SMS. And then give them another day to respond. And at that point, maybe that's when I'm removing them from the course, because maybe I've sent them a bunch of upsells and I already warned them I'm going to remove them from the course. So now I'm going to remove them. So here we have a sequence. Countdown timer gets to 0. What happens as soon as that trigger happens? The student gets an email, then there's a 2-day delay, then there's an SMS, then there's a 1-day delay, then they get removed from the course. By the way, you can also stack countdown timers if they don't have the exact sequence you want. Maybe you want like 1 day and 1 hour. So this will go in sequence and everything will just happen in order here. And the very last thing that will happen is they'll get removed from the course. Is this making sense? Feeling good? Cool. Look in the comments. Norma, you have a question about that? You can pop off if you want to just.
Yes, thank you. This is just a real eye opener for me, so I appreciate being able to see it, how it
Cool.
plays out. But what would be the logic of removing them from the course if they've paid? Is it,
Oh, not if they've paid. Sorry.
oh, okay.
I'm sorry. Sorry if I wasn't clear about that. No, I would not ever remove a student from a course that they had paid for.
It's like, well, you didn't do the work.
Thank you
Tough
for
luck.
clarifying. Thank you for clarifying. No, that will probably, I mean, unless that's like, yeah, probably you won't do that. Thanks for making that clear. No, if you're setting up like an expiring mini course where you're like, hey, you have a chance to have this for free, but you got to get it done or you get removed. That's the most typical reason that you would remove.
Okay, makes
Or
sense.
maybe there's like, maybe it's a limited time thing and you're just doing something special for 2 weeks and then everybody gets removed. I don't know. But no, if they've paid and purchased for a full course, probably you don't want to kick them out unless
Okay.
there's a really good reason to.
I'm a procrastinator myself, so I thought, whoa, wait a minute.
Good
But
question.
thank you.
Thank you, Norma. Thank you for clarifying that for me. All right. What else?
Uh, I just want to ask Rachel, I'm on the
Yeah.
page where there's the recordings, and the last one, July 9th. Is that, am I on the right page?
July 9th?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
And
my
if it's the
bad. You know what? I put them on YouTube and I haven't updated them, and I'm so sorry.
okay,
I'll have that done for you tonight.
they're
Okay.
all on the same page, and it's loading and loading and loading, and there's like I
There's
don't know
lots of
how
them.
many
Yeah.
there's a lot, so it doesn't load correctly. So it's should you guys put it like in a playlist in YouTube, which is sacred, and just put the link there and just access it this way, so you don't even need to put them on this page.
They are all on YouTube. Thank you for mentioning that. And I'll just go ahead and pop the YouTube link over for you so you can see them immediately if
Okay.
you want. But I will also go ahead and just get them moved from YouTube to the intercom to the help doc as well, because some people just like to view them there and it's easier. So if
Was that
you go to our what's that?
the page was not responsible, responsive, and because there's too much
There's a
loading.
lot of
Yeah.
a lot of office hours on there. Yeah, you're absolutely right. But yeah. Hello, Frank. Good to see you. How's it going?
Mhm.
Good. Second, I'm gonna go ahead and just grab the YouTube link and pop that in the chat for anybody who would like it. And we will continue. Here it is.
And just so that I can know, the questions I sent yesterday, they were, I think, about Go Plus. So I was gonna watch it to see if they were answered, but maybe you would know if they were answered or not. Do we have to be live to get our questions answered when we send them through the form?
Oh no, absolutely not. Yeah, you can definitely send questions. Yeah. And I'm sorry, I had a YouTube video audio play while you were talking, so I didn't hear the first part of what you were saying, but I've just popped the XP YouTube link in the chat
Yeah, I
for
just
some more recent.
and so do you know? So sorry. So do you know if yesterday I had sent questions and I was going to listen to it to see if the questions were answered? So do you know? But I think they were Go Plus questions. So yesterday,
Oh, yeah, yesterday was an Xperiencify office hours session. So you'll want to make sure to go to Go
No.
Plus office hours because those are totally separate office hours for these. So we
but
have the
but I saw it was the same form. So so you guys just read the questions and decide if you answer them today or the next time. Is that how it works?
the Go Plus office questions will always be in the Go Plus office hours. So yesterday was an Xperiencify office hours. So if you asked Go Plus questions, they definitely wouldn't have been answered yesterday. They would need to be answered in a Go Plus office hours. That makes sense? Awesome. All right. Let's keep going to customizing language. Let me demo that real quick. And
So I had a
if
question because, for example, there's the system default and your preferred text.
mhm.
If I let you go because people won't be able to follow, if I know what I'm talking about, they might not know. You want me to share my screen or?
Can I tell me what the question is?
So here we have the system defaults and then your preferred text.
Right.
So I went for a course and I put everything in French
Okay.
from this. So now is the whole Xperiencify would be with the French.
So let
Or
me go
just-
and demo this to answer that. Yeah. Okay. And if there's other questions, go ahead and pop them in the chat, please. And we will move through. So go ahead, Philippe. Something else?
So the other thing is the same thing, but it's the page and template. So if we translate them, can we keep them as a template somewhere or to use them in different courses? Because half of my course will be in French, will be in English.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like just translating everything twice or 3 times or 4 times.
You can do that. Yes.
Okay. You can tell me.
Yeah. So let me show you the two different places we're going to look at to customize the language. And Philippe, you may know part of this already. I'll kind of go through the whole thing for people on the recording to just get the whole picture. So the first place to be aware of is in your account tab. You can go here. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not in the account anymore. It's in the language tab. So in your admin dashboard, you're going to go to the language tab. And you're going to see that you can customize text here. And you have an option of whether you want to customize it globally or just for a specific course. So if I have half my courses in one language, half in another, I'm going to do it for just a specific course. And what you've got here is a list of all of the text fields. And these are just all the different pieces of text, like, for example, guess what training 3 just dropped, or good news, you just earned a badge. And what you can do is search in this box here for any piece of text, and you're going to go ahead and customize it right here. So this is going to change that piece of text anywhere that appears for this particular course. So that's the first place to know about customizing your language. And Philippe was asking another question, which is about saving blocks. But you have a question first?
For this, for example, I've translated the full course in French, and then I'm trying to copy this course UI customization to another course. So the green button just underneath on the right side. When I do this, technically, it's going to take everything that's preferred text for me and then put it to the other one, correct?
Exactly.
But it does not work.
What's happening? It's just not doing, it's not making any change?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. Would you please drop a note to the support desk?
Okay.
And just give us the name of the course. Give us please your account email address, and let us know. I'm trying to copy the language from this course to this course. And if you can send just a quick video and show exactly what's happening, then.
So it's support at Xperiencify?
Yes, support at Xperiencify, or you can use just this green little chat widget that you'll see if you're in your account.
Perfect.
And just click get more help to bypass the bot and go to a person. And we'll look at that. If something's buggy, the team will get that fixed for you quickly. Okay, so sounds like that may have been one of your main questions. Did you want to look at like saving course pages as well? Because you can also save course pages.
Yeah, perfect,
There's another place you would be customizing, which is the actual pages of your course in step 4. If we go into what your student is going to see. Oh, by the way, we got a new calendar feature that's rolling out very, very shortly, which is quite cool.
So what does the calendar feature does?
The calendar feature is going to let you create a calendar and post events for your students, and they can click to subscribe to it, and it'll automatically send they can automatically add it to like their Google Calendar or their Apple Calendar or whatever they want. It's quite cool. I'll
And
probably demo that like next week or as soon as it rolls out, because no, it's not in your account yet. But question about that?
yeah, does it, like if we make a change, does it sync to their calendar still, or do
It
they have to?
does. It does. Yeah.
It's amazing.
Very, very cool. Okay. Okay, to go back to, sorry, I'm just having screen issues here. So once you have created any block in any page in your course, let's say you customize the language on your countdown timer here and you want to save that, you're just going to click Save to Library right here.
Mhm.
It's saved,
So
okay.
it's really by block and not by page, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
So when if you're creating the same page, you would just need to create a new page and drag the blocks on. Like the blocks are the components of the page. So there isn't a way to save an entire page, just save the blocks and drag them on.
Okay, okay. That's going to be a lot of blocks, but
It's a bunch of blocks, yeah. But yeah.
okay. Okay.
Making
Perfect.
sense?
Yeah, yeah. So I was doing all this already, but I was like, maybe there's a faster way than doing blocks because there's a lot of page there.
There's a lot of pages. Yeah. You are doing it right. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Cool. Thank you for those questions. Awesome. Let me see where we're at. Monica, you're going to connect with Marina about the EPM. All right. So how are we doing? Other questions so far? How's
Well,
everybody doing so far?
maybe one question.
Yeah.
When somebody, for example, register, I've got my landing page in Go Plus, but this won't change anything. So when the person get access to the course,
Mm-hmm.
so it would land directly on the, how do they call this? The home page. And then
Mm-hmm.
from the home page, they go to the first course, first module.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah. They will always land directly on the home page. Yeah.
Okay. This needs to be think of. Okay.
Keep in mind, you can make your home page be whatever you want.
Yeah,
You could technically put the first module on the home page that could hold your training content.
yeah.
But yeah, they will always land there.
Good.
Cool. Other questions? Yeah, Norma.
Yeah, is there a limit? Are we still limited to 10 courses?
That's going to depend on the plan that you have. So you'll want to you can check that in your billing center, or you can just email the support desk if you're not 100% sure, and we can
Yeah,
very quickly
'cause
check for you.
I was kind of a founder, so I have stuff, but I always remember 10, and I thought, oh, I have to take one off or or buy
Cool.
more space. I don't know.
Yeah, when your course empire is ready to grow beyond 10 published at one time, and keep in mind you can have as many stored as you want, but for most of our current plans, you'll have 10 published at once. So that means they're active, they've got students going through them. So when your course empire gets to a point where you've got more than 10 courses active at once, that's fantastic. And you can absolutely purchase more at that point. It's a one-time fee of 1K to give you 10 more published courses.
Okay, that's clarifying. Thanks
Cool.
again for that, because I thought it's just 10 courses. They're not all running.
Yeah, if they're not all running, then you're fine. You can
Okay.
store them. XP will store the content for you, keep it safe. If you're just building it, refining things, no need to have it published and have it taking up space until you're actually ready to add students.
That's
So when
awesome because
yeah,
that's where I am right now. I'm making some tweaks to kind of refreshing and bringing forward for relevancy a
cool.
couple of courses, and I just want to make sure that
Yeah,
I can do it. All right, that's very
totally.
helpful.
Yeah, you can take as
Learn
long as you
something.
want. Yeah, but when you're ready to add students, or like when you're ready to add your first real test student, even like that'll be the step before real students. That's when you'll move it to published, add in a test student, go through it, and then start adding your real students. So, but yeah, you got 10, so you got a bit of space to grow, start making some money. All right. What else? What else? Any
I
other questions? Yeah.
question about the Xperiencify templates.
Uh-huh.
So with the templates, when we choose them, there are emails that are sent. Do these go from Xperiencify?
Yes.
And what if we have Go Plus? Where do we manage or see the answers of these emails?
Great, great question. Okay. So the first thing to know is that yes, these emails will come from Xperiencify if you're using any emails that you're sending through step 5 here.
Mhm.
Whether, and this is true whether you set them up yourself by creating an automation, or if you choose to use a template that has email automations already set up for you. Yes, these are coming from Xperiencify. And if you're sending any emails from Xperiencify, we highly recommend you go to your account section in XP, go to your school, and you're going to want to set up a custom email here. This basically involves setting some DNS, some records in your hosting account. We'll give you the steps to walk through this, but you'll set up some what's called DMARC and DKIM records that basically show the email world that you are a safe email to send from, so that they don't get marked as spam. So what you can do is use your own email, like your own, your own email that you own, and you're basically giving Xperiencify permission to send emails through you.
Hmm.
So they will be sent from the XP platform, but if students reply to them, they will go directly to your inbox that you've connected it to, and it will appear to be coming from your email. Did that make sense? So I have this set up here. So emails I sent from this account would show from Rachel at Xperiencify. If I had not set this up, if I still had this toggled off, the default, they would come from a no reply at Xperiencify address. And that's the option that we don't recommend doing anymore, because email systems are just getting more and more strict for wanting to know that they can trust where it's coming from. So you do want to, if you're sending emails through the Experience Engine, you do want to go through the process of setting up DKIM. Actually, I'll go ahead and click over to the Help Center here. If you just search for DKIM, you'll get this help doc, which will walk you through the steps just in case anybody needs to set that up. And it'll give you some records to add. It looks intimidating, but it'll walk you through adding those records, and then your email will be verified and safe to not get marked as spam. So to circle back to your question, if you are using the templates and you are using automated emails in the templates, they will come from either the generic no reply email address, which we don't recommend, or preferably the email address that you have connected, and replies to it will go straight to your email inbox.
And do you recommend that we like create a separate email for the ones that come from Xperiencify to kind of like know where that question is coming from, or not necessarily? It's
If totally up to you, only if that makes sense for you. I mean, it'll be obvious because it will be a reply. It will be a reply to an email that you've sent from XP. So if you recognize the subject line of the email that you've sent out, let's go back into a course, for example of what we're talking about. If my student welcome email is titled Welcome to XYZ course, a reply to it would say, welcome to this course. So if you want to, you absolutely could do that, but it just depends what you need as far as organizing that.
And if I'm starting like my business and I just bought my domain, creating the email that's in Go Plus, I guess, right?
Creating the email, meaning
With my domain, like
are you
info,
hosting your domain on Go Plus?
I guess, yeah.
Because that's technically, like, the answer is it's up to you. It depends where you're hosting your domain. So Go Plus can host that for you, but you could also just host it at actually, let me think. Go Plus hosts websites. I'm going to send you to Go Plus support
Okay.
to confirm all of this for sure. But basically, you just need to add some records, a couple CNAME records into wherever your domain is hosted.
Okay.
Does that help?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh,
All right.
can I just ask a question about these emails?
Absolutely, yeah.
I know
Okay.
sometimes like in funnels or like CRMs, you can see like all the emails the client has received, which ones have been opened or clicked, like the client history. Does that go to see that we have to click in Xperiencify, or is there like a place where it goes, like all the information goes in Go Plus as well?
Great question. No, Xperiencify does not have tracking of opens or clicks at this time. I am not certain about Go Plus. I think it may.
Yeah, it is in some
Does it? Yeah.
places, yeah.
Perfect. Okay. So if you're sending emails from the Go Plus platform, you would be able to track that. These emails sent from the Xperiencify platform would not be tracking that. No.
But there's a huge benefit from keeping them in Xperiencify because it's like the tracking and the templates are there already, or else we need to rebuild all this in Go Plus, right?
Yeah, in some way.
Okay.
Yeah, it really just comes down to what you need and what the purpose is of what the emails are doing and why and how. You could certainly copy and paste Murray's templates or from the Experience Engine over to Go Plus if you like the copy and you want to use it somewhere else.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. All right. Great. Looks like we're doing good with getting questions. What else? Anything y'all want to cover? Harley, Frank, any questions you all have or?
Yeah, I'm curious on the usage of forums and how that works. Because right now, when I click on it, I get a 440 error message.
Oh, maybe it's just not set up yet. Should I do a quick demo of using the forum and
Please do.
how to do it? Let's do that. So I'm guessing that you may just be clicking on a link that doesn't lead anywhere yet, but let me do just a basic overview of going through the forum. So from our admin account, we can click here on the forum tab and go ahead over. And let's just take a look at the way the forum's set up here. Forum has groups, and inside groups are spaces, and inside spaces are posts. So what I've got set up in the forum here is a group that is for XP certification students. That's the only real course in this account. And then I've got a bunch of practice and test groups that were just for the purpose of demoing things. But you'll see on the left here, we've got all of our groups. And inside a group, we could set up one or more spaces. And then when we click inside a space, this is where your students actually post. As far as what your students see, they are not going to see all this. They're only going to see the groups and the spaces that they have been given permission to see. So if they are not in this course, they're only going to, if they're only in this course right here, they're just going to see that course and the spaces within this course. So the way we're going to set this up is if I want to create a new group, I'm going to use this arrow right here, click create group. I'm going to give this a group name. And the thing to know about groups and spaces is you can choose whoever you want to have access to this. So maybe this is for all of my students in any of my courses. Maybe it's just for students of a particular course. Maybe it's just for students of different courses who purchased a certain offer that included something I'm doing in the forum. So the first thing I'm going to want to do is set up my group. I'm just going to give it a boring name of group A. And here's what I'm going to choose. Do I want everybody in my account, all of my students to be able to see this group? Or do I just want students in a particular course to see it? Or do I just want students with particular tags to see it? Let's say it's for students of a particular course. I'm going to go ahead and set that and create the group. And once I've done that, I'm going to create my first space in this group because the space is where the students actually do the posting. So I'm going to create a space. Maybe it's called welcome. It's a space for them to introduce themselves. And I probably want everyone in this group to see it. For the purposes of this example, there's no course content mirrored. I'm just creating a space for them to introduce themselves. And this is where I can decide the default setting for notifications. Now, every student gets to decide if they do or don't want to receive an email every time somebody posts or a web notification. But I might want to start that turned off by default because I don't want my students getting a whole bunch of emails before they've had a chance to set their preferences. So I can decide if you want to be safe, keep them turned off if you don't want to accidentally give your students too many emails. And I'm going to create the space. And now that I've created the space, I've got a group here that's visible to everybody in my course. And I've got a space that's visible to everybody in that course. And the next thing I'm going to want to do is go into that course and create a link for the students to access the forum. So to do that, I'm going to hop back to my course and probably on my home page. Oh, I've already got something set up here, but I can create a navigation link that's called forum, or I could call it community or whatever I want, and it's going to link to my forum page. So I'm going to add that link here. And now what my students will see is that they can click on this link called community, and it's going to take them straight to the forum. And once again, the students will only see the groups and the spaces they're a part of. So they will see this new test space. Oh, wait, I was using this one here as a demo. And they will see an option to start a post, or if I started a post, to welcome them. They will see that. And of course, I can add GIFs and emojis and all the fun things. So that's the basics of how it works. So, Frank, to answer your question, if you're getting a 404 from somewhere, it sounds like there's a link that just hasn't been set up yet. Basically, you'll want to look at what is that link that you're clicking, and is it set up to go to the forum? But that's the overview of how you set it up. You're going to go into your admin account and create the groups you want, create the spaces that you want. And then, very important, you're going to create a link in your course that allows the students to access the forum. And that will take them in and let them see their spaces. Is this making sense so far?
I don't think it was ever set. I had got in on the deal to have it set up for me.
Sorry,
So
you
I had
had
a done for you loading.
okay.
And I'm not sure that happened as part of that, or because when I click on forum, I get the
Gotcha. Okay.
page
So,
page isn't available.
okay,
Go to
got it.
homepage, and I go to and it takes me back to my website homepage.
Gotcha. Okay, so it sounds like a forum hasn't been set up. So, to my knowledge, setting up the forum is typically not a usual part of the EPM done for you offer, if that's the specific offer you're talking about. Maybe you had a different offer or set up something different with Marina. But if you think something should have been set up that isn't set up, you'll want to reach out to Marina about that. And she is at done for you. I'll go ahead and repop this email in the chat here.
Oh,
Frank.
she's in my contact list. I
Okay.
know Marina.
Yeah, so just reach out to her and she'll clarify for you
Okay.
what's happening there. So yeah, it just sounds like you're exactly right. It just hasn't been set up yet. And Norma was asking what spaces means. Yeah, so spaces are basically just what we call it's like the way the forum is organized is there's a group which just holds a bunch of spaces, and spaces are just the space where you can post. I'm trying to think of a different word to describe it, but I can't come up with one. It's like it's the place where you can actually put the post. You can't put a post directly in a group. The group holds spaces, and the spaces are where you put the post. Does that make sense?
So just just to make sure that I'm not in a tangle.
Yeah.
So Rachel Hardy posts welcome. And then if I want to post, hey Rachel, I'm happy to be here, would I be creating a space
Oh,
for
great
that?
question. Great
or is
question.
it-
Thank
yeah.
you. So if you are a student, you would not be creating a space. Only I, as the admin, would be creating the space. What you would be doing as a student, great clarification here, thanks Norma, is creating a post. So you would go here, it's saying RH because I'm logged in as me, but you as the student, Norma, would start a post. Or you could do a comment on my post.
So a little bit like Facebook.
A little bit like Facebook, a little and different.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, for example, then, would you create a space for the people who have completed the course?
You might do that. You
That,
absolutely might.
like, how do you move them as a cohort? Or after
Great.
they've for example, if they get 50 XP points, they get a bonus, and those people would have their own space.
Excellent question.
Is that,
Yeah,
am
let
I
me show you.
understanding that?
You totally are. Let me show you how you would do that. And you don't actually have to move people because, like, if they're in one space, they probably don't need to lose access to that space. You're just giving them another one. You're saying, hey, you get
Right.
this new bonus space. So let's set up a new bonus space right now. Welcome was for everybody. That was just our place for everyone to come into the course and say hello. But I'm going to go ahead and create a space right now for people who reached bonus level status, whatever that means. To do that, I'm going to go to my group. I'm going to create a new space in this group. My space is going to be called the bonus space. Here's the important piece is the permissions. I don't want everyone in this group to see it. I only want my bonus people to see it. So I'm going to set up a tag that is for my bonus people. I would have needed to set that up in my account section, or maybe it'll let me. Yeah, I needed to set that up first. So I would have gone to my account section, created a tag called special bonus group. And once I had set that up, I would, let's pretend it was this one. So people with new bonus tag can see and access this space. And I'm going to create that space. And now I have my welcome space visible to everybody, my bonus space visible only to people who have the special tag. And to go
That's
back to your
awesome.
question, they would post in there by starting a post right here.
Great. Because
That
I'm
making
going from a
sense?
challenge to a group,
Uh-huh. Cool.
and so this would make sense just
Yeah.
to only the ones who finish the challenge, because otherwise
Absolutely.
they've taken the steps, right? So
Absolutely.
they're in that same headspace and conversation.
Yeah.
Okay,
Fantastic.
cool.
Great.
And what was the option, the like mirror the conversations at the
Sure.
bottom?
Yeah, let's look at that real quick. So to describe this, let me do a new one. So mirror conversations is for when you have set up the course, and in your course you've set up comment boxes for people to comment directly underneath the training. That's another community option you have. Here in the forum, we're talking about just creating kind of one space where everybody can land here, talk about a bunch of things. But as students are going through your course, maybe you want them to actually have an invitation like right beneath the training that says, hey, post your comments right here. So you would have already set that up in your course by creating a comment box. I'll go ahead and show you just super quick.
I know how to.
You know how to do that? Okay, then I won't worry about that. You've already created the comment box beneath the training. So when we create our new space, we're going to call this one discuss the trainings. Here's where I'm going to decide, do I want to mirror the discussion from all of my training content, one or more trainings, one or more pages? Because you could have comment boxes set up in different places, right? So I don't necessarily want floods of comments from everything coming here if I only want it to be about this particular training. So let's
And
say,
then could it be from multiple trainings? Like let's say I have
absolutely.
two courses on exercising, and I want everybody the 2 courses of sleep.
So I'm going to select that right here.
Or pages as well.
Or pages as well.
Like
I might
specific.
have one, I might have a bunch of pages. I'm going to show you something important to know about this option. I'm glad you did bring this one up. So we've got this one set up now. This means that students are now going to see something like this. And that means they're not going to have an option to post directly in this forum. And the reason is because the place they should post is in the comment box that you set up. Does that make sense? So that can sometimes throw people if they mirror it and then they're like, where's the post button? It's underneath the training. We're taking all of the comments and putting them in a central place. Great question.
Cool.
And I heard that there was gonna be a leaderboard for the SPs coming up. Do you know if that's gonna be like soon or like multiple
That
years?
is in process. Yep, that is actually in process right now. We're doing some new stuff with the SPs, some new social points, and that is all
So, like
getting worked on.
within the end of the year or more 2026?
I don't ever promise timeframes, but I very much do expect it this year.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
That is not a guarantee, but it's a strong expectation.
And just because I like the leaderboard is already in the Go High level one, the Go Plus. So like is in the future, is the Xperiencify forum going to stay, or is it gonna be more recommended to use a Go Plus one, or like or no, it is the Xperiencify one really strong and it's gonna continue to be built?
Absolutely. Xperiencify forum's not going anywhere. Yeah. And it's absolutely here to stay. Where you set up your community is a personal consideration with the different features of the different tools, but XP Forum is definitely here to stay. Yeah.
Because let's say I use the app, the Xperiencify app, then the
Mhm.
form would be there. But if I use the form of Go Plus, it would be in the Go Plus app, right? That would be like really, so it's better to use the Xperiencify form.
That would be a reason to use the XP Forum. Yeah. I'm not going to say there's necessarily a better, but for that reason, that would be a vote for the XP Forum for sure.
Is there like a table that says the pros and cons of each so we can make a decision?
There's not, although I do have a help doc in the works that's going to be like the basics of things to think about for the most common questions, like payment and order forms and what's the other biggie? The calendar, because we have a calendar coming out now. So do you do it here or there? Like I'm putting together a doc with at least some like key things to consider for you for some of these features. It will not give you every possible thing to think about, but I will at least give you some headway on the big pieces to consider. So yeah, that is common.
And is there,
yeah,
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Norma. Yeah.
So the couple weeks ago, the last time I was on, I found out that I qualified for Go Plus, but it wasn't on my admin panel. And so Juan told me, just send an email and it appeared. So I'm assuming that there is training on why I should use that and what it's for and the
Go Plus
benefit.
training?
Yeah, to do.
Absolutely. Yeah. Loads
So
of
that
Go
you
Plus
can-
training. Yeah. You'll want to go ahead and log into your Go Plus account. And
Mhm.
for anybody who needs support with getting into their Go Plus account, just email support@usegoplus.com.
Great.
And once in your Go Plus account, you've got a dashboard with getting started videos and trainings. And
Wonderful.
you can also go to the office hours and the team can walk you through stuff.
Yes, just so that you know how to kind of Xperiencify how you work
Totally.
in these two platforms because they're
Totally.
siblings, right?
Exactly. Yeah, they
so-
work together and there are lots of pieces and lots of moving parts. We know it's a lot. So take
Okay.
it a step at a time with whatever you need at this moment. Don't try to make yourself learn things that aren't essential for your next step, and know
Yeah.
that you have all the features you need to grow your business is the good news. You don't need to learn them all today. Just,
Perfect.
sort out
That's
what
this
to
is
do
great.
next.
I like, because one person, Marisa calls it side door coaching. One person will ask, you didn't even have that question. And then
Right.
someone asks a question, you go, oh, wait a
Right.
minute.
Right,
That
right.
creates another question for me. Yeah. So thank you. All right. Love it.
Thank you all. Fantastic questions. Great stuff. Have a great week. I will see you here next time if you want to join me next Wednesday, and we'll talk soon.
All
Have
right.
fun building
Bye.
stuff. Take care.